Okay, I'm going to cover the commands, the profit covering array. It's mainly for money managers and to help people that like to take profits and things of that nature. But there's a little bit of difference between the buy profits SL and the sell profit SL and this profit array functionality. Okay, so in this case here I have a buy position on the Aussie dollar based on the long wick and the upward pressure that we see in the market. We have a stop loss behind here as a buy SL, and at this point I'm looking to take profits 50% and readjusting the stop loss. Okay, now if I look over at the New Zealand dollar, uh, what I'm looking for is not an actual line that I draw, but from the actual open price. It doesn't matter if it's being placed manually or if it's been placed by the train tool. But what we can utilize in this profit covering array is we right click and go to Expert Advisors, go to Properties, and then once we go to Properties, we want to make sure that we put this profit covering to true to use and implement this actual function. Okay, and what these numbers represent is the distance, which is 50 points of the open trade. The first number and the second number stop losses and take profits, and the last number is representing the percentage of take profit that we're going to take off the table. The 100 points we're going to take 40% off, and 150 points from the trade we're going to take 20 more percent off. Okay, so let me kind of go over the manual so you can see not only how this works but also the manual and how it's referred to. You can go to the website as well as the command. It gives you a little bit of detail of this command and just kind of showing the difference between the command and then going to the manual. Again, not every trader likes to use this functionality, but there's some traders that have this way of trading. So some people want to have their stop loss movement relative to the open price, so readjusted to break even. Some traders like to have a trailing stop. And again, taking profits, closing partial of your order to protect your position. And again, you want to make sure the functionality of the profit covering is set as true to benefit from the profit covering array. Now, those numbers I was talking about, it says right here. Okay, let me actually readjust it. It says profit. That means in units. Okay, so at whatever amount, or again, the first number is the units or pip amount that you're looking to hit. The SL will be readjusted in the units. The TP is the unit or the take profit or the next target point. Okay, and then the closing percentage is the last number. So looking back to the chart, we talked about pulling this number back up. Again, from the open price, okay, I'm in a buy position, so what I'm going to be looking for is at 50 points, I'm looking to take 20% of my profits off the table, and then I can use these numbers to readjust my stop loss or take profits, or use a trailing stop, and continue moves up. Let's say my overall target is this previous high here, and that's where I'm looking to take profits, but between there, from here to there, I'm looking to take some profits on the way, and I can adjust those numbers to whatever pip amount that I'm comfortable with as far as taking profits off the table and things of that nature. So again, all you have to do is readjust it. You can create your own settings as well. So once you say that we want to readjust, this number to 25 instead, and this number to 50, and you can also change the percentage of the actual trade being closed out. Okay, and go from there. And then make sure you can save a setting if you like that kind of, you have a set type of trading style saying at this point I want to take this much off the table, at this point I want to take this much off the table. This is kind of the functionality of the profit covering, but in order for it to work, again, you want to make sure that this is set as true, that it's also displayed on the left hand side, okay, right here, and the actual functionality of the actual what you want it to do. So once that's placed, again, you want to double check everything else, that you installed the program correctly, you have internet connection, You have the smiley face, and you have your key in there. Once you have those things placed and everything is connected, then you can benefit from using this command and taking profits off the table with this kind of methodology. So those are for certain types of traders. Not all traders like to use this methodology, but some traders, again, you could use it for a couple ways. Some people, again, they have reasons to get in the market based on this high. They enter the trade, and then based on targeting the previous high, which was above here. Okay, this is in the past. You know, at X amount of points or whatever candlesticks that gives you a sign that they're kind of afraid of or whatever. You take profits from here, take some profits from here, and by the time you get to your target, literally you've already made X amount of profits that if it does go completely against you, that it would have to go twice the distance for those that have different type of stop loss strategies. So again, you know, that's kind of the mentality of this type of trading style. Is some people like to use this profit array for protecting positions, taking profits on the way, having the full position or bigger position at the very beginning, and then breaking it down when the market goes in their direction, so they can protect their profits, so they don't have to worry as much about their trade. So that gives you a little bit of idea of the profit array. Make sure that the profit array, covering array, functionality is completely different, but you can kind of implement some of the commands in the same way. Okay, some may be based on the close of the candle, touch of the candle, but giving you more of a broad perspective of how it works is there's certain parameters that are met. Once those parameters are met, then that's how you utilize them. In this case scenario, if you're using a buy, profit, sell, you would actually implement a line in the market or onto your charts and implement whatever parameters that meet your needs. And you know, depending on what kind of trading style you have, again, you want to test it, get familiar with how it's going to benefit you, if it's a command that makes sense to you, or if it's a command that's just fits your trading style, that's probably the command you want to stick with. Again, there's different ways that people look at support resistance. People are all about breakout methodology. Other traders are all about the bounce methodology. And so there's different ways to pursue it, of course. Obviously, you know, this trading tool is there to help automate some of that, so you don't have to be specifically there to benefit from the moves. So hopefully that gives you a better idea of these commands.